I work as the announcer for our town's only radio station. In this town, we don't have 911. The station acts as our unofficial emergency system. People call in for everything, from missing pets to serious issues, and the whole town would respond. Most nights were uneventful, but some calls left me deeply unsettled. This was one of them. It happened on a Tuesday night during one of my night shifts. Around 1 a.m., the phone rang. I answered, expecting the usual. Instead, I was met with an eerie humming. "Hello? Do you need help?" I asked. The humming stopped, and a young girl's voice spoke. "Thank you for letting me stay." I froze, thinking I misheard. "Excuse me?" "I am in your house," she repeated calmly. "Your room is warm." My stomach dropped. "Are you lost? Where are your parents?" "I don't have any parents," she replied sweetly. "I like your room. You really love reading that book with a bird on the cover, don't you?" I glanced at the call log, and it was an unknown number. Definitely not from a regular caller. Before I could respond, she giggled and hung up. Shaken, I went back on air, brushing it off as a prank, and played Fleetwood Mac to lighten the mood. I joked about it to the listeners, but the unease lingered. The townsfolk laughed it off the next day, chalking it up to mischievous kids. The next night, it happened again. The phone rang at exactly 1:12 a.m. "Hi," the same voice greeted. "Are you okay?" I asked, my grip tightening on the receiver. "I just wanted to say goodnight," she replied. "I am waiting at home." My heart raced. In a playful tone, I challenged her. Well, whose home are you talking about?" "Yours," she said, giggling. "Anyway, the sofa by the window is my favorite. You always sit there before you sleep." She was describing my routine. I demanded to know what she wanted, but she just hung up. I paused. After a few seconds of composing myself, I told the listeners, "We got another prank call, folks." Obviously, everyone listened to that broadcast. Some next callers teased me, joking about ghost roommates and checking under my bed. I laughed them off. I went home after my shift ended at 3 a.m. and slept. The next day, I found an envelope on my desk, pretty common for an announcer like me. However, my name was written in shaky, childlike handwriting. Inside was a crayon drawing of a little girl standing in front of a house. Her hair spiraled in all directions, and her unnaturally long tongue slithered down against the ground. At the bottom, in scrawled letters, were the words, "Thank you for letting me stay." As I emptied